How's it going, Io? Today we're going to talk about Doja Cat's selfie enraging fans, the fact that Olivia Wilde has shaded Taylor Swift, and Gigi Hadid dating Bradley Cooper. So Doja Cat has once again found herself in hot water. After losing nearly 1 million followers for hating on her own fans, she seems to have alienated her remaining fan base by wearing a t-shirt featuring an extremely controversial person. The picture has now been deleted off of Instagram, but not before it was seen by millions. In the photo, Doja is posing in her car while wearing a t-shirt that showed controversial comedian Sam Hyde holding a firearm. So why is this such a big deal? Well, in 2016, Adult Swim Standards Department found that Sam Hyde featured coded messages on his sketch show called $1 Million Extreme Presence World Peace, which was aired on the network. The hidden messages included infamously racist symbols as well as misogynistic imagery. Other Adult Swim stars then called for the network to sever ties with him, and his series was ultimately cancelled. So you can imagine why people are so furious that Doja is wearing a t-shirt with a picture of Sam Hyde on it. After fans called her out on Instagram, she removed the image but left a blurry photo of herself in the same outfit up on her Instagram story. She then uploaded a cropped version of one of the pictures, but fans made sure that she knew that they hadn't forgotten about the controversy. Someone commented, "At a time when fascism is on the rise in this country, and this is what you choose to align yourself with, what the F is wrong with you? When does being edgy become enough for you to use your effing critical thinking skills every once in a while?" Overwhelmingly though, many people expressed genuine concern for her well-being. Someone wrote, "Doja, you're really showing yourself and it's sad what you're becoming." People also wondered how she could proudly wear the t-shirt when her own mother Deborah is Jewish. The latest controversy seems to be building on the last couple of months. Not too long ago, she called out some of her stans for creating their own unofficial nickname for her loyal fan base, because she didn't sign off on it and she clearly hated the name. She then went on a bit of a Twitter rant and wrote, "My fans don't get to name themselves. If you call yourself a kitten or effing kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house." Of course, her fans didn't take too kindly to that, and one of them questioned her post. They claimed that they were only using the name that she gave them. Doja then tried to justify her remarks and explained that she made the name when she was an alcoholic teen, so obviously they shouldn't be using it. But the rant was not over. She then slammed another fan account for using her government name as their social media handle. She wrote, "You making my government name your screen name is creepy as F." She then suggested that fans delete all the accounts that reference her in any way. In response, one person wrote, "What should I change my name to since you don't like the term kitten?" And Doja wrote, "Just delete the entire account and rethink everything, it's never too late." Yikes. You can pretty much guess what kind of uproar this caused in the kittens community. After all, there's only so much hate that a fan base can take. People genuinely couldn't understand why she would be slandering her own fans just because they gave themselves a name just like every other fan base out there. There were also some calling her out for hypocrisy, saying that the word cat is even in her name, so it's not that crazy that her fans would choose to call themselves something like that. At that point, people just started piling on and accused her of biting the hand that feeds her by alienating the very people that got her to where she is now. Doja eventually deleted the tweets, and instead she decided to post something about her upcoming tour, almost as though nothing had happened. It seems as though someone asked her to take it down, considering that she still needs to fill those seats at the end of the day. But selling those tickets might be a little more difficult now with everything that's been going on, and a lot of it also comes down to her controversial relationship with Twitch streamer Jay Cyrus, who has been accused of being racist and manipulating fans. When her fans took to Twitter to question her decision to be with him, she apparently started blocking them, basically ignoring anyone who was critical of her relationship. This was extremely troubling since a number of women have recently spoken out against Cyrus and made some truly shocking claims. It's been alleged that he is targeting several women on Twitch between 2020 and 2022. And what did Doja have to say about it all? Well, in all caps, she wrote, "I want y'all to read this comment and take it as a message. I don't give an F what you think about my personal life, and I never have and never will give an F what you think about me or my personal life. Goodbye and good riddance." Of course, a lot of her fans were really disheartened by this whole thing. And now, is Olivia Wilde actually shading Taylor Swift? The actress had people wondering what exactly she has against Taylor Swift after she weighed in on her romance with Travis Kelce. On her Instagram story, she posted someone else's tweet that said, "I wish Taylor Swift was in love with a climate scientist," and obviously not the NFL star. Judging from this post, it's pretty obvious that Olivia was alluding to reports of Taylor's significant carbon footprint. So last year she was named as one of the celebrities with the worst private jet CO2 emissions, based on data from the Celebrity Jets X account after they found that her jet had made 106 70 trips between January and July of 2022, creating an estimated 8,000 metric tons of CO2. Her team then defended the numbers and told Rolling Stone that her jet is loaned out regularly to other people, so to attribute most or all of these trips to her is blatantly incorrect. But even so, fans were not happy. One viral tweet said, "Taylor Swift saying she wants to run away to the lakes and live out the rest of her life surrounded by nature, and then being responsible for 8,000 tons of carbon emissions is so unserious." And now that people are once again talking about her jet controversy, a new theory has been spreading across the internet. And you know what, if it is true, it's actually kind of genius. So as we all know, Taylor is now in her NFL era, since she's rumored to be dating Kansas City Chiefs player Travis Kelce after the two of them were spotted holding hands. She's also attended 2 of his games so far, but it was a New York Jets game that she attended at the start of October that has sparked the new theory, and the keyword here is the word Jets, as it all circles back to Taylor facing backlash online for how often she uses her private jet. Thousands of news articles flooded Google at the time, cementing the conversation about Taylor's private jet emissions within the search results. And Swifties now think that she might have attended the Jets vs Chiefs game with a group of celebrity friends, all in an attempt to try and bury those articles in Google. Because now when you Google Taylor Swift Jets, the majority of the results are all about her attending the game with her besties instead of her private jet usage. And this isn't even the first time that Swifties have theorized that she has done something to clear up Google searches either. There's a vault track on 1989 called SLUT, and some fans think Taylor is releasing the song in order to make articles shaming her disappear when you search the word on Google. Now obviously the Jets theory is just a theory, and maybe Taylor Swift did just want to go and see Travis play. Either way, it's a low-key win for her PR team because it's a really genius idea. But Taylor is not the only one getting more criticism for the post. People weren't sure why Olivia Wilde thought she would be the one to chime in about Taylor's love life. They wrote things like, "I get it, but also who is Olivia Wilde to say anything? I don't remember Harry Styles restoring the ozone while they were dating." Another person wrote, "She wasn't worried about climate change when she was flying across the country to go chase Harry." These two were arguably the most unpopular celebrity couple in recent times. They met on the set of the movie Don't Worry Darling, which Olivia directed. Harry joined the cast in the fall of 2020, and by January of 2021, the two of them were spotted holding hands at a wedding, which naturally caused everyone to lose their minds. Some say that the reason they split was simply down to scheduling conflicts and the fact that they didn't want to have a long-distance relationship. But realistically, Olivia was getting a lot of hate from Harry's fans. They didn't like the fact that she was 10 years older than him and had 2 kids. While they were together, almost everything about their relationship was scrutinized. For instance, when Olivia and Harry turned up to the Venice Film Festival separately for the premiere of Don't Worry Darling, fans took it as a sign that they were no longer together, and they started celebrating their breakup months before it actually happened. So that says a lot about how people felt about it. Now, last but not least, did you know that Gigi Hadid is now dating Bradley Cooper? The two of them are reportedly having fun getting to know each other after going on a weekend getaway. They first sparked romance rumors last week when they were photographed enjoying a dinner date in Manhattan, and then after that they left together in the same car. They then headed out of New York City for some alone time together as paparazzi spotted them arriving back into town on Saturday in Bradley's Mercedes-Benz SUV that was packed with their luggage. An inside source has now spoken out about their romance, and they said they have things in common, so it's possible to see it progress. It appears super casual now, but they both have kids, big careers, busy lives, and understand what life is like in these circles. It's cute and there is an attraction. Gigi has also apparently had a crush on Bradley for quite a while, but the insider doesn't see anything serious happening right away, if at all, because he said that Gigi is independent, busy, and her days are filled with responsibilities. The source added that she is interested in doing some acting, which could be a point of connection between her and Bradley. Besides, they both certainly do have their own lives and responsibilities. She shares 3-year-old daughter Kai with Zayn Malik, and Bradley shares 6-year-old daughter Lisa Dane with Irina Shayk. Early this month, Gigi opened up about co-parenting during an interview with the Sunday Times. She explained that she always keeps their daughter's happiness at the forefront of their minds. She said, "You have a long life alongside this person. The fact that she can be with both parents makes me very happy. When it comes to her busy work schedule, Gigi tries to schedule her modeling jobs and other business trips when Kai is with her dad." So they obviously have a very solid plan worked out. Their family dynamic certainly seems a lot more stable these days, but you know, it wasn't always like that. So part of the reason they broke up is because Zayn got into a vicious fight with Gigi's mother, which was a lot worse than people realize. They got into a physical altercation in September of 2021 when he reportedly struck her and pushed her into a dresser. He then yelled obscenities at her and said, "Stay away from my effing daughter." Apparently, he even called up Gigi and told her to strap on some balls and defend him against Yolanda. As a result of that incident, Zayn was charged with 4 counts of harassment, for which he pleaded no contest. He was then placed on 90 days of probation for each count for a total of 360 days. He also had to compete in anger management class and a domestic violence program, as well as having no contact with Gigi's mother. Eventually, Zayn broke his silence and claimed that the argument started when Yolanda showed up to his house uninvited. Clearly, they weren't on good terms at the time, and that tension only escalated when she came over unannounced. For her part, Gigi decided not to comment on the controversy, probably because she didn't want to have to pick sides. She's clearly just focusing on her daughter right now, so she's mostly stayed under the radar since she split up with Zayn. So it's nice to see that she is getting back in the dating game and is able to fully move on with her love life. What do you guys think about this news story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.